Hi Smarties, Miss Failing here with your reading, writing, and math for today. So, Fridays, we're going to use Fridays as kind of a catch-up day. There may be some lessons earlier in the week that you didn't get to, and instead of just tacking on more, we're just going to use it as a catch-up day. So, in reading, okay, use this time for reading to spend, 10, 15 minutes reading an epic or a book of your choice. Read to a parent. I've been really enjoying listening to you read to us in the morning. But for reading today, it is just to read. Okay, find a cozy spot next to the fireplace or under a blanket. Read to a sibling. Let them pick the book of choice and read to them if you have a younger sibling or an older sibling, or read to a family member. But today's reading lesson is to read. Practice those wordless words. Your first grade or second grade wordless words is another option you can do. And then if you did not complete a lesson earlier in the week, when we did a vocabulary Foursquare, we did a main idea and key details activity, and we did a someone wanted but so then activity. So if you did not complete one of those activity and you want to do that, then just scroll back into the videos on our channel and you can click on one of them. They're all labeled as the date and then like reading lesson. So you can do that and you can play catch up. For writing today, same thing. If there is a writing activity earlier in the week that you didn't get to, or a STEM challenge like float your boat, or the one we did yesterday with the paper airplanes, use this time to do that and enjoy that. Otherwise, a couple options. If you do want to practice your writing for today, you can continue working on your personal narrative that you've been working on. I did a story prompt yesterday. I chose 2 that you could pick from. I think if you go back to yesterday's lesson, I labeled it writing lesson and then the date, but the story prompts were, if I could swim like a fish, I would, and then finish the story. Or the other one was, if I was in a magical forest, I would, or something like that about a magical forest. So you'll have to go back and you can watch that whole lesson. But if Fridays, usually in the classroom, we do our author's books. So Smarties, I just wanted to remind you that this is another option. If you have plain paper, whether it's computer paper, which is what we use in the classroom, or just plain paper, if it has lines on it, that's no big deal. But if you want to put anywhere from 6 to 10 pages together, blank pages, okay, this is a clean slate, blank pages, then you can do your author's books. We've been talking about we talked about Eric Carle and certain authors. You guys love this. You get so creative. You cut things out. You add things. So this is another option for writing today. Don't forget on the front, the cover page, okay, I do want the title and then by, and you can even do written by and illustrated by, which is you. Or if you really want to get your family members involved, you can write one together with a sibling. Maybe one of you is really good with words and writes the words and the other one draws the pictures. So you can always do that, or you can create your own. And then you can, once you finish this is not a one-day thing. Remember, we work on these all throughout the year in the classroom. So you can, when you're all done with it, you can read it back to me or the class in the morning. So this is another option, your author's books, to do for writing today. All right, so that's your reading, your writing, and last up is math. On Fridays, I love to leave Fridays for game day in math. So I'm going to continue with the deck of cards, because hopefully everyone has a deck of cards in their house. If not, if you go out at some point, pick up a deck of cards. There's so many games that you can play with cards for math that every week I'm going to be adding to our math, bucket of games. So today, last week I taught, you guys played this game in the classroom. You played Top It, Okay, it's just like war, where you divide up the cards and you flip them over, and whoever has the biggest number wins. You take out the face cards, okay, except for the ace. I told you the ace was worth 1, so that is worth 1, okay? Face cards are out, top it, and add it. Add it was the other one I told you about last week. Same thing, you divide up the cards as if it was war. Face cards are out, ace is in, and now you're adding them. So if one person, all my face cards are on top. If one person flipped over a 2 and your other one flipped over a 4, the first one to say 6, okay, gets the cards. So that is add it. We said you could play with 3. It's harder, so it's more of a challenge. But then you're adding the 3 numbers together. The first one to get that win. So hopefully some of you played the math game last week. If you didn't, you can play it this week. Or I'm going to teach you another game to use a deck of cards. And this one is making 10. So Smarties, we've worked a lot on making 10 in the classroom, and this one is fun because you can play with the whole family. It doesn't have to be just 2, it can be 3 or 4 of you, but it is making 10 go fish. So this is how it works. You are, again, take out the face cards, okay? Ace, take out the face cards and the joker. Those are out, okay? The ace is worth 1. So that is worth 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide up the cards, okay? Each person gets 7. So 7 cards. Playing with my shoulder buddies. My dogs are sleeping, so they don't want to play. Okay, 7 cards. Then after you divide up 7 cards, the rest of the cards go in a go fish pile. So each of you will have 7 in your hand, okay? And then the rest of the cards will be upside down, face down, in a go fish pile. Then you'll look at your cards, and you will see if you can make 10 out of your cards. So before we even start, I'm looking, and I have a 9 and a 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to put it down in my pile. That's 1 match. Oh my goodness, I have a 9 and a 1 again. Okay, 9 plus 1 is 10. I have a second match, or a second pair. Now I'm out, and I only have 3 cards left, which is fine. So now, after my other friends, they've checked for their pairs, their matches of 10, then we're ready to play. So I'm going to say, whoever, Biffle, do you have a 2? So you have to look at your cards to see what you need to make 10. And Biffle, he's going to look at his cards, and he's going to go, I do have a 2. And I'm going to put it with my 8. 8 plus 2 equals 10. I have a third match. And then Biffle's going to go, and he's going to ask someone. Okay, then my next partner is going to go. Bubbles is going to go. And then they're going to ask me. Maybe Bubbles says, Miss Failing, do you have a 4? And I'm going to look. I'm going to say, go fish. And then Biffle will pull from the pile. Then it's back to me. And I'm going to say, Biffle, do you have a 7? Because I need a 7 to make 10. Biffle's going to say, go fish. So I'm going to pull from the pile, and I didn't pull something that I needed to make 10. So this is called Go Fish Making 10. Okay, the whole idea is to make 10 with a pair. Okay, 2 cards. Let's say I finished out all my cards. I made 10, great, but there's still a Go Fish pile, and I still have friends that are playing. I'm going to pull 7 more cards, or if there's not a big pile, maybe I just pull 5 more cards. And we keep playing until the pile is gone and everyone's cards are gone, and then you add up how many pairs you have, how many matches you have, and see whoever has the most. Okay, have fun with this. It's making 10. Gets you thinking about making 10 and the different ways to make 10. Think of your making 10 rainbow. If you want to make that Make 10 rainbow, if you can remember how to make it and visualize it from the classroom, you can have that to help you. Otherwise, have fun with it. That is your math game for today. You can play that, and you can also play your Top It or your Add It. So, that's math for today, math games. That is it. That is your reading, your writing, and your math. I posted your spelling test. We did our spelling test, so you can take that today. And remember, boys and girls, to smile, okay? Be kind to one another. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. Today you have gym, you have PE for today's special. It is supposed to be starting to get nice outside in the afternoon. Get outside, get some fresh air. If not, if you want to get those wiggles out this morning, hop on to Go Noodle, do some Go Noodles, dance around, get your family involved. Otherwise, have a great Friday, and I will see your smiling faces at our morning meeting on Monday. Bye for now, Smarties.